If you clicked on this video, then you are probably considering going solo traveling, and I am here to give you your sign to go and do it. One big thing which stops people is that they are in a relationship and they feel that maybe they can't do this on their own. I am traveling solo at the moment without my boyfriend, and this is your sign to do the same. Let's get into it. So just to give you some background, I've been with my boyfriend now for coming up to 2 years. I said to him when we first got together that at some point I will want to go and solo travel. I really wanted to go to Bali, and it is something that I've always wanted to do for me. It was something that I couldn't go through my whole life and be like, oh, I never did that. You are allowed to have your own identity. I feel like with a lot of couples, and especially us as well, so like we're in kind of like a big friendship group with the same sorts of people involved. It kind of like morphed together, which is amazing, and I wouldn't change it for the world. However, let's be real, you are allowed to have a separate identity and maintain your individuality in a relationship, and to be comfortable with that you might both have different interests or want different things. The saying, if you love them, you let them go, it applies in your relationship. So you are allowed to want different things. You are allowed to do things on your own and enjoy something without your partner. The last thing that I would want, whether it's traveling or whether it's something else, but the last thing that I would want is for my partner to resent me down the line. So if we're planning on being together long term, I don't want to be settling down with you yet where you're resenting me in 10 years time thinking, well, actually I wanted to do that but I felt like I couldn't. And I think that traveling solo, regardless of whether you're single or in a relationship, it gives you the opportunity to find yourself again and figure out who you are. I want to rediscover myself again. Like, who are you? Like, what are you doing? Do you get me? And I think that having that space, again, whether you've got a partner or not, having space from home life, from your friends, your family, your usual day-to-day, it gives you that space to kind of take a step back and like rediscover yourself, connect with yourself. It's fucking great. A lot of people worry about the relationship and whether they can or should do solo traveling if they have a partner. Will my partner take it personal if I say that I want to go and solo travel? Or will we break up? Are we going to make this work? So I've seen a few people's videos on TikTok actually talking about, like, I think there was a girl who moved to Thailand without her boyfriend for 9 months. I think, I could be wrong, but the story was that her boyfriend didn't want to come because he was loving his job back at home and doing really well in his career. But she still went and moved to Thailand for 9 months without each other, and they made it work. That is a sign of strength in your relationship, because it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing, you will make it work. The way I see it, if you're meant to be with someone, it doesn't matter whether you have to sort of go off for a little bit and come back. It will work, point blank. There's nothing to worry about. There are 2 options when you leave your boyfriend, girlfriend, and go and do something for you. Option 1, it will show cracks pretty quickly. It will either show the cracks or it will strengthen your relationship. Since I've come away, this experience has done nothing but strengthen our connection and our relationship. Being apart, it's really made me reflect on all areas of my life. And again, that's just another reason to just go for it. Give yourself the mental space and the physical space from your normal day-to-day life and experience something fresh, get a new perspective, and it will give you clarity and you will get answered. It will do nothing but amplify the connection if the connection is right for you. And if it isn't right for you, well, it'll tell you to go on your merry way, because that distance will give you clarity whether you like it or not. This doesn't have to be that you, for example, move to Thailand for 9 months. It doesn't have to be that. Like, go on a solo holiday, like experience something for you. Like a solo trip to Greece, a few weeks in Bali, a retreat on your own, even going for a coffee on your own. And I feel like if you do things for you, it will just help your relationship anyway. If your partner doesn't support you, like, that's a massive red flag to me. You can't support your other person to do something for them within reason, where you can set a boundary and be realistic with each other. That's a little bit of a red flag to me. That ain't a bug in my matcha, surely. Fucking witchy grubs and that in my matcha. Before I met my boyfriend, I knew that solo travel was something that I had to do at some point for myself. Because you meet someone, it doesn't mean that these things just automatically go away and get parked. I wouldn't want to look back and end up resenting him because I never did that for me. Like, if he had a life goal that he wanted to fulfill, which didn't actually include me, and he's had that before he's even met me, before I'm even in the equation, go for it. You let them do what they want to do. You let them do what is best for them. And that relationship will work if it's meant to. And never, ever don't do something that you feel called to do as a result of somebody else, because down the line, you'll just resent them anyway. You've got to do it. I feel like solo travel, in whatever capacity you do it, is something that everybody should experience at some point in their life. Things that I've learned about myself in that time, it has been a journey of self-discovery. And it's been something, you know, you don't have your close person to be leaning back on. You've got no one to lean back on. Like, you are pushed out of your comfort zone to the max, so that you literally have to think on your feet and learn to trust your own gut. You have got to just decide on your own. And I think like that is such an important life skill that we should all be developing. There has been so many times since I've been away and I've just been like, I would do anything for him to be here right now. However, I wouldn't change this experience for the world, because I've learned so much about me and I have been pushed out of my comfort zone big time. Big time. You will just become so much more confident in yourself, and like that can only benefit your relationship. Growth is found outside of the comfort zone, not in it. So get out of your comfort zone. If you are trying to find a sign to go, take it from me that it will all work out. You will have the best time. You will have your ups and downs, but it is so worth doing. You will learn so much, you will experience so much, and you will grow so much as a person. And if your relationship is meant to be, it will be, and that's that. And if not, well, it'll pull you apart, and maybe that's a blessing. I hope that anyone who's in a relationship watching this has enjoyed this video, and I hope that it gives you the sign to actually just take the leap, take a leap of faith and just book your flight. There's so much procrastination. Like, I procrastinated this for so long. Book the flight, you've got no choice but to get on it. Get on the plane, bitch. Point blank. Your flight's about to leave. Get to Terminal 1, pack your bag, get everything prepared, and let's be trotting off. Do you know what I mean? And then come back and tell all your amazing stories. Please hit the subscribe button, because I am now back recording again and I'm buzzing about it. I really appreciate the support. I'm going to be posting a mixture of travel, lifestyle vlogs and self-development videos. So, cheers to that, and thank you so much for watching.